Hello, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary. I finally got everything squared away for South New Hampshire University, and I start Cinco de Mayo. Of course, I'll be sober for this. And I'm looking forward to the classes and seeing what it could do for me in terms of writing my books, though I still have a ways to go before I can get my master's. I wasn't able to get my bachelor's degree back in 2002. But first of all, it was a pain in the ass to get them all the paperwork. I had to get my transcripts from my GED and from a defunct college. Well, Westwood kind of went out of business, and I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to be able to find more information. However, we were able to find everything after some massive delays, but everything was submitted, and looks like I'm now enrolled. So for the two classes that I'll be taking, it's $1,980. Now this cost is for part time, and like I said, I'm taking two 8-week classes, and my Pell Grant should be able to cover the majority of it. Part of my idea is to do all of my college work without taking out any loans. So it's not overly expensive, but it does cost a little bit more than what I got. Supposing for the Pell Grant, I'd have to come up with a different way to pay. What's cool is that my academic progression is about a quarter of the way done. Thanks to the transcripts from Westwood, I'm actually 24% of the way through my bachelor's degree, with 27% of my credits. Of course, my cumulative GPA is 0 because we haven't started yet. But it was nice to know that I was able to transfer at least that much from Westwood to SNHU. The downside, unfortunately, is I'd have to use Microsoft Office. I hate Microsoft Office. I mean, it's free through the college, but I really don't want it. But I guess you have to make do with what you got. So what's next? Well, first off, I want to make sure that my funding is properly secure. Like I said, I do have a Pell Grant that's going to wind up taking up the vast majority of at least the first year, and then I can keep reapplying. But I always have to have a backup plan. So I want to be looking for scholarships and any other method that I can get free money because I refuse to take out a loan. I got enough monthly payments as it is. I don't need to add more to it. Which comes up to making more videos on YouTube so the income can make up some of the difference. Now I need $123.75 per week or $17.88 per day. That means I'm going to have to come up with some decent videos. Now right now I only make between $1.88 and $8.21 per day on YouTube. That means I need 38,129 views inside of a 28-day cycle on YouTube, or 1,362 per day. Now, right now, I'm only sitting at 188 views per day, and you can see that I really don't make tons of money. So I'm hoping that some of the videos that I have planned will pay out a little bit, but we won't know until we make them. Now, the idea is to make videos and blog posts of my progression throughout the entire course. Some might not be as detailed as the ones that I did for the Readsy Masterclass, but I think some of them might translate well into some decent content. Now, in reality, I like to implement everything that I learned throughout any kind of process, which is part of the biggest reason why I built Writer Sanctuary in the first place. It was a documentation of my progression from being a freelance writer on TextBroker through content mills throughout what I do today, and I share everything I learn. So I'm banking that some of these courses might actually give me some video content, and who knows, it might actually help me hit that $17.88 per day. I mean, that's really not a lot when you think about it. I used to make that much before, or inside of an hour on TextBroker, but thanks to generative AI, content mills kind of got screwed in the long run, and so did the writers. So I'm going to be working on towards trying to make that 1788. In fact, if I can get all my other stuff to generate at least $300 a day, then I can retire freelancing and focus more on school and blogging and writing books. Unfortunately, I have a mortgage to pay, so I can't really do all that until I hit that $300 per day benchmark. So when all is said and done, yes, I'm excited to start my schoolwork on May 5th. Not sure exactly how it all will work out. I'm hoping it's going to be something similar to the master class. I was able to set aside a block of time for taking the master class and working on my book. And so I'm hoping it'll be something similar to where I can use a writing sprint, work on the first hour doing nothing but schoolwork, and then the second hour working on my next book or the book cover. But no matter what, there's going to be more content coming. Obviously, I'm documenting the process of getting my bachelor's first and then on to the master's. But everything is content. Like the first one is I'm doing awareness and online learning, which is right up my alley. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of information I get from all that and what I can share with the audience. And yes, while I'm working on my master's degree, I am still going to be writing and publishing books. And that's because I have a lot of stories to tell, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm really hoping that one of the classes in this whole adventure is going to be something about marketing, because that'd be great. If I can only sell 6 books a day, that would be enough to cover the tuition. Of course, you have to market your books in order to sell them. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty excited. I'll be 48 by the time I'm working towards my bachelor's. Luckily, I had 24% of the credits needed, so thanks to Westwood from 2002. Luckily, there's no statute of limitations on it, so it worked out. If you think about it, I am a quarter of the way, more than a quarter of the way, to getting my bachelor's. But I do feel a little bit weird. I'll probably be the oldest person in the cohort, but it is what it is. It's like I had that interview with Gary Kidney. I mean, he was 60, I think he said 62 or 63 when he got his master's. So I don't feel so bad. And life is a series of adventures. And this next one could lead to a trove of treasures or an empty cave. But it's the adventure that makes things more memorable, not necessarily the ending. Now, even though having a master's degree probably won't change what I do for a living, because I love my job, I love what I do, I love sharing on YouTube and the blog. So I'm not really sure how much further I can get with a master's, but I'm open. If anything, it's going to improve my writing style, so it might help me sell more books. Regardless, it's going to give me a lot of content. Anywho, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about self-publishing, blogging, freelance writing, or anything else I cover, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Now, things are going to do it for me today. I want to get wrapping up my academic future. I'll see you next time.